Hello, I'm Adam Barnes. Welcome to Mobile User Experience Project 4, Process Design an App. For this assignment, we were supposed to design an app, build the functionality and the features in an application definition for Matt's Supply Store, which is more like a mom and pop Office Depot. There are 3 locations spread across the Orlando, Florida area. In my definition for this app, I made it to where customers can search available products and in-store inventory across all MSS locations, submit orders by email messaging. From the main page, customers should be able to have access to quick links and a variety of categories that help to reduce product search by filtering the product, and it helps to reduce the search time as well. Also helps for increased productivity for faster search time as well. Also, customers should be able to have the ability to search local inventory across all stores, and it also will promote a faster in-store visit and product pickup. The key functions of this particular app were category browse and search, custom search, store locations and contact information, in-store availability and inventory, advertisements for specials and deals, listing gallery of popular products, and customer product reviews. Some of the nice to have features that we won't be adding into this particular application: online ordering and shopping cart. Now I know what you're going to say. I just said we were able to order online. So my definition of ordering online would be able to have a custom account that you register for, have a shopping cart, have the ability to submit credit card information for purchasing over the internet. This is not what we're going to have. What we're going to have is the ability to select a product and send an email or a text to the store, since it is a local mom and pop. Send an email to them, and then they would package up the items that you bought or that you're going to buy, so that you have a faster in-store pickup and not having to wait for lengthy searches. So another thing that we're not going to have: customer user profiles and accounts, history of purchases, viewed items, custom services and orders, similar interest offers, which is a more advanced correlation for the app to be able to correlate across other customer purchases and determine similar items from there. So these are features. This is a startup app for this company. They're just wanting to branch out into the internet and see what's out there, kind of get their feet wet in it. So this is a simple app so that they can get started and they can develop an online profile and get a footprint in the market. So we're not going to go into any huge or major detail with this particular app, or huge and major functions. So going into the flow, you start off with a welcome homepage. You can see it has their title at the top. It has a search bar or a search icon where they can push the button and actually go to a search page. We also have a category filter search. We have a button to select stores, so you can filter from inventory at different stores. And then you have a button for contacting them. Now this is all on the main button. You can see here we have a product gallery where users can scroll back and forth to look at pictures of products that are popular products that people have been buying and might be of interest to them. You also have a navigation bar here at the bottom where it has a home button, it has a coupons button, and it has a more functionality button with the ellipses. So when they push the category button, it's just one example, it takes them down to a drop-down menu of different categories. It's going to filter their search: office supplies, furniture, school supplies, ink finder, electronics, and then advertisements, and then of course customer reviews. Now you notice that this navigation bar will stay on every page that we have. Now one of the things that it will not stay on is when you pull up the keyboard. It's not going to right over the keyboard. It's actually going to be underneath the keyboard. So looking through these features, you still have your search button that you can push. Now when they push the search button, it's going to take you to a custom search page. They'll be able to enter a keyword. They'll be able to select a store and use the drop down. If they don't select a store, then their search will be searching across all 3 stores. And then it pops up a keyboard, as I mentioned before, so where they can enter in their custom search criteria. Coming down here, when they select a category for office supplies, it's going to take them to a category page where it shows office supplies, and it filters it based on that criteria. You can see pictures of paper, pens and pencils, all the things that would be in that category. You can do the same for any of these categories, and it acts the same way. And then you could also scroll through the picture products there as well, or pictures of the product. Here as well, you have a back button that allows you to go back to the previous button or the previous page. Now, moving along, you've got Matt's Supply Store here. You go into a search item where this is where you've entered your custom search from over here. You've entered printers. You come over here, printers will be displayed as what you have searched for. It shows you matching items. Here it shows you a table view of Brother laser printers. This is a Canon inkjet model. It has several other ones that you can scroll up and see all the other options. It gives you a back button. You still have your navigation bar here at the bottom. Also, going to the ellipsis, it's going to give you the more category. You can see Matt Supply Store still at the top, always stays at the top because we want people to remember that name. We want people to get good exposure to this app and so that they can get better exposure to Matt's business. You have the more button, so obviously the more button brought you here, so you have the more categories, which is browse by category, which is very similar to the browse by categories we had over here. You also have advertisements, you have find stores, you have contact us, and then of course you still have your navigation button at the bottom, or your navigation bar at the bottom, and you have a back button to take you back. So now coming up here, finishing up your custom search. So once you select one, it brings you over to your actual product page. So it shows you your item, Brother laser printer, model, what it is, whatever model it is, shows you a picture. You can scroll back and forth between the different pictures to get different views of it. You can push a button for specifications, push a button for customer reviews. You can push a button for some related products like ink for the printer, or toner for the laser printer. And then you also have your back button that takes you back. Now here's something special. You know, we haven't had this in our menu bar before, or in our navigation bar before. This is a order button. So when you get down to the product level, an order button will populate in the navigation bar. When you push that order button, it's automatically going to take you over to place an order page, which gives you the option of selecting an email, SMS, text to be able to populate or actually bring up a window for entering your text. Brings up a keyboard. It brings up the place where you enter your email address. It automatically populates the selected product that you were already viewing into this product window. You have the ability to cancel, and it takes you back to this page, or you can hit send, and it's going to send it off after you've entered information. It's going to require, it doesn't show it on this view, but there will be different fields in here. It's very specific that it's going to require certain information for the user to be able to put in, so that the store owners will have that user's information for what they ordered and be able to tie it back to a particular customer. So coming down here to the contact us button, you have email, SMS, phone, back, and so from the contact us, they should be able to also send an email from that. Now this will be a different email. It won't have a selected product. You'll be able to enter in whatever item that you want to talk about, whatever subject that you want for that particular conversation that you're having with them. Also from the contact us button, you have the page, you have a phone button, which takes you over to the find stores page, and it shows you store number 1, store number 2, store number 3, gives you address and phone numbers for each. Also gives you a back button for that as well. They should be able to scroll back and forth between these particular items so that they can select it. It even pulls up a map view whenever you go to select the actual store itself. So that's pretty much the functionality of this particular app that we have developed. Now looking over at the actual hierarchy for it, you have your MSS app hierarchy, or the flow chart. You start off with your welcome homepage, and then that's going to take you over to your product gallery, which is really on the home page. You have a custom search, category search, a select a store, contact button, coupons button, and then of course the more button at the bottom, which shows you browse by category, advertisements, find stores, contact us, and such. So when you look at the product gallery, you can see select product, you can see order. It comes all the way out here to view and actually order. You have your custom search, which actually goes into a search entry and gives you search results. You have your category search, which gives you a search filter and gives you search results, which then you can also go and select a product and order. You have select a store, which is also going to give you a search filter for whatever items are in that store. And then search results, contact us. Of course, you remember all the things that are in contact us. And then coupons gives you the coupon page and the advertisements page. Other than that, this is the design of the app. I know it's a rough flow chart, but it's designed to be rough to begin with as we're refining the functionality and the features and how we're going to use this to provide this to our customers so that they can support their customers. I hope you've enjoyed this presentation as much as I enjoyed making it. Thank you very much.